good with the people? Salute to my family. Salute to my TWT family. I'm back up in here with another one. What's good with y'all people? Lady Do. Hey, you are the first one here. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to have a decent little conversation, man. Couple things to talk about. MP, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for stopping on through. Yeah, man. That's why you already know where I'm going with this, because I don't see why it can't happen. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my bro MP. What's good with it, T? Appreciate you for stopping through, bro. What's good with you, Daryl? What's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for sliding through. What's good with y'all good brothers, man? How y'all feeling, man? Y'all smash that like button, man. And we're gonna get into this conversation, man. 3 more hours of work and then turn it up. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel that, bro. I feel it. Appreciate you stopping through while you were at work. You see what I'm saying? T, Tony back, man. Tony really is back. You know what I'm saying? Tony did his thing against Sergio Garcia, who gave Sebastian Fundora a hell of a fight. We all know that. But guess what else, T? You know what I'm saying? I got something for you that I ain't heard nobody mention yet that might be some good news for people like you that and me that wanted to see bro get another fight. So I don't know if y'all aware, but guess who just got a fight added to the Sebastian Fundora and Carlos OCAMPO undercard? Our boy Michael Fox, man. They got Michael Fox October 8th against EGIDIJUS KAVALIAUSKAS, man. EGIDIJUS KAVALIAUSKAS. Finally, they got the boy Michael Fox a fight, man. They got him a fight. Fate was good with it, bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. They got the boy Michael Fox a fight, man. I think that's dope. That's dope. And despite what people think, man, he definitely got the skill set to be able to beat the EGIDIJUS KAVALIAUSKAS. He can't just fall asleep at the wheel. It'll just be important for him not to fall asleep at the wheel. He definitely can't fall asleep at the wheel, y'all. Because if he do, he gonna get his chin checked. Appreciate all y'all as always, man. Excuse me. But yeah, man, I thought that was a good fight, man. Some good news. Oh, you did? You mentioned it. I must have missed it, man. But yeah, I ain't do it. You know what? I am going to speak on just a bit. I'm just glad he got a fight since fighting this Maestre guy that they robbed him against, man. This Gabriel Maestre guy that he had fought who was 3-0, and he definitely beat him and they robbed him. And that was back in that was in 2021. That was last year. That was August 7th of last year. And he ain't had a fight since then. So to see him get a shot against KAVALIAUSKAS is I think it's pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? The dude, you know, KAVALIAUSKAS, he only got the 2 losses. He got a draw, but he only got the 2 losses. That's to, you know, Terrence Bud Crawford was the first one, and then he lost to Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz stopped him. So I don't think it's no shame in losing to those 2 guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, Bud Crawford's still undefeated, of course, and you know, Virgil Ortiz is undefeated, of course, with 100% KO ratios still to this day. So there's no shame in losing to those guys. But you know, Michael Fox don't you know, he's not a known puncher, but he can box his ass off and he could get your respect. And that's at the end of the day, I think that's what you really need. He got the skill set, and he definitely a tall ass kid, 81-inch reach, man. So you know, them Fox brothers, him and Alonte, I think it's Alonte Fox. Them some tall dudes. I think they both over 6 feet. BoxRec don't have his height, which is weird as hell. I don't remember the last time I seen them not have somebody height, but had a reach. They usually don't have a reach. And I have everything else. I reached out to E and trying to hold off till I get him back. To E? Who? A1, what's good with it, bro? Till you get him back. To your shit. To Michael. All right, you reached out to Mike. All right, bet. Oh, you trying to get him on the joint? Okay, I was just lost for a second. My bad, bro. I was lost. I got you. Quick, what's good, sis? Appreciate you for sliding through. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all smash that like button. We just getting started, man. We're gonna have a quick conversation before I go pick baby Dew up, but that's a little ways away. So I got some time up until then. I just wanted to do this one early just in case I come back later on with another live in the afternoon. But yeah, man, I think this fight is good for Michael Fox. It's a good test. I don't know why people act like KAVALIAUSKAS is like some trash fighter. I mean, I don't look at it like that. And you can't be considered a trash fighter if you didn't lose to trash. You get what I'm saying? He lost to a fucking world champion, undefeated in Terrence Crawford, and he lost to an up-and-coming prospect in Virgil Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? I think he's still a live dog for sure against Michael Fox, but I think Fox got the skill set to be able to beat this dude. Height, reach, length, all those things are going for him. I think the only clear-cut advantage, I think, might be power. Might be the power. He came on before, but not since the announcement. Oh, bet. Yeah, because you told me. So it'd be cool if he came back on your joint, man, and do another show since they're announcing him having a fight against EGIDIJUS. I want to know what he think. I want to know what he think about this fight. You got Fox. Yeah, I'm rooting. I'm all in for Fox, man. I'm rooting for him for sure. I hope he dusts KAVALIAUSKAS off. I just think it's gonna be a tough fight for him. You heard it, UFC. Yeah. Yeah, Alex came over there on G5 joint and dropped that. He said he missed weight real bad. Salute, Faith. Appreciate you sliding through. Jelly Bean, salute, bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. Just hit him up, reminded me. I'm talking to him now. Oh, bet. That's what's up. Yeah, man. He need to come on, jump on your joint. Somebody, I had reached out to Jahad Tucker. I think we're gonna need to all start getting these fighters on. And then somebody randomly had commented like, hit him in the DM. If he don't respond, I'll make sure he respond. Like I'll make sure he do it. So I thought that was dope. So I'm gonna definitely do that. Set that up in the near future. Get him to come on and talk some shit, man. Yeah, man, he bogus for that. He bogus for blowing his weight like that. I don't know. That's unprofessional as hell. That's way entirely too much weight too, man. At 8 to close to 10 pounds, he tripping. It's like he ain't even trying to fight. I don't know what the excuse would be. Yo, the Wise Crush, my bro. What's good with it, bro? Mr. PSA in the building. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Pop no Tucker. Yeah, word. So we got, man, because I want to start reaching out to this young talent, man. Start getting these fighters on board with the team, man. They already said they familiar with motherfuckers. I seen Bruce Carrington pop on Clarence Live a couple times, so I told him too. I don't know what he be doing. All these damn people. Either one of us interview him, or you do it your damn self. But somebody need to take advantage of the opportunity. I don't see why not. Ain't no harm in it. Opera LD, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for sliding through. And Fox brothers, yeah, I like him. I like Alantez Fox too, and it's the same deal with him. He don't lose the trash fighters. He took some losses, but them against quality fighters. You know what I'm saying? The dudes definitely face some quality opposition. So these Fox brothers been matched up fairly tough. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had it easy at all. And you see definitely not for Michael Fox, man. He get robbed in his last fight. And then it took so long for him to get another one. But I'm glad he's getting it now. He said that's a weight bully because he trained a lot too. And barely made it, and he smiled and flexes. Yeah, he don't care. He don't care. Maybe he did do it on purpose. They should tear his purse up. You know what I'm saying, Crush? Interview that young talent, man. See what they got going on, man. Let them. You know what I mean, talk their shit to the people, man. Yeah, man. He definitely, man. He don't get no fair shakes at all. at all. I don't know what they got against some Fox brothers, bro, boy. But he don't never get knocked out. It usually be decisions, man. Know what I'm saying? He do not get no decisions, bro. Especially when it's against a fighter that they pushing. As you know, he done fought a couple of them. Like he done fought, Michael Fox fought, who was this guy that was 15-0? I don't even know how to say his damn name, but it's somebody that they ain't give him no decision over. It was a close fight. And this dude, I can't even say his damn name, but he 23-0 now with 20 knockouts. He was 15-0 when Michael Fox fought him. I'm from Uzbekistan, some southpaw with a wild ass name. But yeah, that's just an example of how he never get a fair shake in none of his fights. He just get Maestro. I know that one. It's a dude he fought that was 15-0 earlier in his career, and he lost to him. And the cards is kind of close, but if it's close, he ain't getting it. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If it's close, he don't get it, yo. And was good with it, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. He one of them fighters. He get the you know who it remind me of? He get that Lara treatment. That Lara Bottle Jack type treatment. The only difference is those dudes got draws when they should have got wins. They give him just flat out losses. They don't even give him a draw. They just flat out put an L in his, you know what I mean, his column and just call it a day. So I hope, you know, I mean, I know that shit could be frustrating. It could make you not even want to fucking participate in the sport, but for his sake, hopefully, fortunately for him, I hope it, Lara, you know, motivated him. Yeah, man, the Bottle Jack, you know, Arizlandi Lara treatment, man. That shit crazy how some dudes just, I don't know what it is. It's like the judges got it out for certain dudes or something, but he just one of them guys. If it's a close fight, competitive fight, especially if it's against somebody that they probably pushing, they're not giving it to him. They ain't giving it to him. So again, I'm just glad that he got a fight coming up now, October 8th on the Fundora and Carlos OCAMPO card. So, and I'm picking him to beat KAVALIAUSKAS by decision. And I don't care. It'd be a good fight, a competitive fight, but I think he could pull it off. I think he could win by decision. I think Tony beats Danny decision convincingly. Jack, Lara, Fox, facts. They get the treatment, man. Them dudes get the treatment. Black Diamond, salute, Queen. Happy Friday. How you feeling? Yeah, man. Fate. Yeah, it's a good fight though. I think it's one worth having. It's definitely one worth having because they that's why I got the little bubble by Danny Garcia. Cause you know I ain't hear him respond to this yet, but he did look good in his last fight for sure. I'm gonna play this little clip, but his brother. Let me play what his brother had to say. His brother had some stupid. Danny looking. Danny was doing all right in there.
Artist Maestro, I'm here with David Benavidez. Thank you so much for taking time. I know you got to get to your brother. Just a quick reaction to the fight, David. I know it's a tough fight.
I mean, honestly, I feel like my brother won. I feel like he was fighting at his distance. He was throwing jabs, landing jabs all night. Danny Garcia was only looking for the overhand right. You know, but respects to him and his team. It was a great fight. You know, but I feel like my brother won.
And where do you think he goes from here?
I mean, he's still young. You know, I think he's 30. You know what I mean? We're still looking for world titles. Still looking for world titles. You know what I mean? It's a dream of mine that we're both world champions at the same time, so we can make that happen. But you know, it's just, you know, we'll get there.
I spoke to your dad 2 days ago. He said that he's pulling for Triple G against Canelo. Is that the same with you?
I'm trying to fight whoever, bro. I don't care.
Okay.
Who it is, you know?
Caleb Plant.
You know, now you see he's fighting Anthony Guerrero. You know, and David Morrell too. You don't want to fight. So I don't know. You know, Charlo. You know.
Yeah, he said a few things in there. He said a few things. Did y'all hear that boy? That boy said he thought his brother won. How? That shit didn't even sound like he was for real. He was fighting winning in the cards where the judges gave it to the other fighters. And who correct? L? Who L? EL. Everybody want Danny now. You get what I'm saying? They won it. Wait a minute. Quick question. The Shields fight is October 15th. So, making people pick. Nah, the good thing about that being on the same date is that them fighting over in the UK, that fight gonna take place earlier for us. So the two cards won't overlap. We'll be able to watch the women's card, and then we'll be able to watch Wilder following, you know what I mean, following that. So it'll all work out. Oh yeah, Lara stayed getting them bad decisions. He got one against Paul Williams. That was a draw that he definitely won. He was countering the shit out of Paul Williams the whole night. Like Paul Williams never lost that convincingly and got a decision. Like, well, it was a draw, but it really wasn't. And Lara got a raw deal against Canelo too. He beat Canelo. Canelo, I still remember the punch stats to this day. When it comes to the head, Canelo landed 23 headshots in 12 rounds against Lara. Yo, y'all tell me how the hell he beat him. You get what I'm saying? His brother won that losing. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell he was talking about. Talking about Danny Garcia was only looking for the overhand right. He landed that motherfucker in that clip I just played too, didn't he? He landed that motherfucker. Where is that? There go that overhand right that you was talking about. He landed that bitch. Josh, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling? I don't know how to spell Cuban line first. Oh, yeah, Arislandi. I know how to spell it. It's all good, though. Yeah, I got you. But, yeah, he got a raw deal against Paul Williams. A lot of people ain't even see that fight. A lot of people didn't even know Lara then, realistically. Because why I say that? Because I never hear people bring that fight up. They usually bring up the Canelo fight or maybe when he fought Angulo, stuff like that. But, nah, he got robbed against Paul Williams. Respected Paul Williams, but he did not win that fight. And damn, dad fight that day too. Quickly. Wow. Yeah. Damn, I almost forgot about that. They got a date for October 15th too. Benavidez team looking real sus lately. David, the only solid one for now. Telling you for now. Key words too. He gonna have to show something, man, because they taking losses over here, man. Yeah, I forgot about that one, man. I forgot about that, Queens. I forgot about that one. Dr. Mark, salute, OG. Appreciate you for stopping through. That was his intro. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Into the Harrison will beat Danny as easy work. TZ Frank, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you sliding through. For me, it'll be a tough fight for Danny, no doubt. I mean, for a couple reasons, man. For one, you know, Danny ain't the fastest guy, you know what I mean, hand speed wise, but I do believe that he makes up for his lack of hand speed with his timing. So that's something maybe that could help him in that fight. I think him being slow on his feet might hurt him because Tony's a natural pure boxer and he can move very well. He's a fluid boxer. He's very fluid in there. So, you know, Danny Garcia would definitely have to rely on his timing to in my opinion, to beat Tony Harrison. He'd have to hope that he could land the shot and buzz Tony Harrison or hurt him and change the fight. Because I think if it's a boxing match, I think, to be honest, Danny Garcia can be competitive because like I said, he got good timing, but that might not just that. I don't think that would be enough. Like, he would have to really be able to hurt Tony Harrison. And I don't really know if his power transitioned up to 154 just yet. So for me, the jury is still out on Danny Garcia and his power at 54 for me. I still need to see him again to see how he looked. This thing. Or you don't like being told what to do by some promoters. Yeah, Lara real, man. I rock with Lara heavy, man. I like you, man. Big Texas, what's good, family? Appreciate you for sliding through, bro. TWT family in the building. Honestly, let's say Demetrius Andre moves up instead of fighting the guy he was going to fight. How about fighting David Benavidez? I mean, at we're 68. I mean, if they're gonna be in the same weight class, for sure I want to see it. But I think what Demetrius Andre is doing is he's trying to challenge, I believe it's Zach Parker, and he's trying to put himself in position to be able to challenge for the titles up there at 68 anyway. So if Benavidez is still there, maybe they'd be on a collision course. You know what I'm saying? According to Benavidez, though, don't nobody want to fight. You know what I mean? Charlo don't want to fight. Morrell don't want to fight. You know what I mean? All these dudes don't want to fight. Solo, what's good, Solo? Appreciate you for sliding through. Danny too small. A lot of people say that. I think I don't feel like the size will be the biggest problem for him. I just feel like, you know what I mean, the styles and the fighters at 54, well, it may be. But I don't think that'll be the biggest factor for him. There's no doubt I don't think he's the biggest guy at 54 either. But I think from an energy standpoint and things like that, like in that fight that he had, he looked good. He looked healthy. You know what I'm saying? Harrison jab, definitely. His jab, his movement, you know what I'm saying? He's a fluid boxer. Like his movement, and you get what I'm saying? He'd really be able to, like, you know, he'd be able to dance a little bit, so to speak, on Danny in there, I think. You know what I mean? Them slow feet gonna hurt him, you know what I'm saying? That wide stance, having to be set to throw your punches. As long as Tony Harrison ain't a sitting, you know what I mean, a stationary target, he gonna make that fight hard for Danny, and he truly gonna have to rely on his counter punching and his timing to really catch Tony Harrison, because he don't throw a lot of punches, but surprisingly at 54, it seemed like he got a higher work rate. So it'd be interesting to see how the fight will play out. But like I said, I think them slow feet and Harrison being able to move as fluid as he could in that ring, it caused Danny Garcia some problems, man. And I'm not for sure, like I said, I'm not sold on his power at 54. Danny looks like he's going to be more active. Do you see what I'm saying? He do. So if that's the case, if that's the Danny that we really going to see at 54 from an energy standpoint, and he going to be bouncing on his toes in them rounds and shit like that, you got to think, I don't remember the last fight where he was bouncing on his toes like that in the 12th round. This dude looked like he felt good in there. You know what I mean? So again, if that's just a sign of what's to come, and you know that's the you know Danny Garcia 2.0, or that's going to be the Danny Garcia, the version of him at 54, throwing more punches, being more active, he might give himself a better chance. He might can be a lot more competitive in these fights. If we being honest, have you noticed with Danny lately in his past few fights that his timing is not as fast as it used to be? It seems like he's hesitating sometimes with throwing shots. I think what you're saying is, like, you know, I think if you take the kind of loss he took from Spence, and I ain't trying to be funny, like, I think, you know, I don't think you be the same fighter exactly after you fight Errol Spence. And I think it's no different with Danny Garcia. And what you're seeing is probably some hesitation on his part. You know what I mean? And just, I mean, you know, he getting up there. He ain't old, but he is 34, but he said he feel good. So, you know, maybe he is, like, you know, slowing down just a step. But at the same time, his timing is still pretty good. And that's something that he'd have to utilize in that fight against Tony Harrison. You have to time him, you know, because you don't have the faster hands. Even though you got a decent work rate to look like at 54. I'm not sure that you'll outwork Tony Harrison either, because I don't know if he'd be there for you to just throw the punches. Because, you know, Benavidez is a stationary target. He's right there to be hit. He coming forward. He got one style. He coming forward. And when you ripping shots, he just lean back. He don't do much defensively. Like, he's there to be hit. Diaz, salute, my bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. Yeah, like I said, it could just be natural, you know, age and him just slowing down just a tick. You know what I'm saying? That power doesn't look like it's going to transition at 54 because of the work rate. Yeah, but you know what I feel like I noticed in that? It's a good thing in a way. Like, it's not good that the power don't translate fully. At least that's what it looked like now. But I feel like for what the power that he lacked at 54, he kind of, you know, he substituted some of that with the work rate. You get what I'm saying? So I guess that in a way that can still help him. Like, so you know, you can't pick your shots and not throw as many punches like you could at 47. You was able to get away with that to some degree, but you still lost. You know what I'm saying? So I think now if his power is at least is not going to transition fully to 54, then he needs to like compensate for that with the work rate. The same way, like him compensating with his lack of speed with his good timing. You get what I'm saying? Because he's a fighter that pick his shots very well. So I mean, you know, it's some good fights for Danny up there. Tay, salute, Queen. Appreciate you for stopping through. It's some good fights up at 54 for Danny, man. Like I said, if he gonna work a lot more. You know what I'm saying? And be busy, and his energy gonna stay like that. Because you know, Danny still got a hell of a chin, so he gonna be there. He gonna be there in fights. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just gonna be a matter of styles for him. think he just gonna run into styles and fighters that are just naturally bigger at 54, and it's gonna cause him some problems. There's gonna be there's some guys up there that really can probably like really hurt him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying people at 47 couldn't do it, but it's a whole new ball game, and it's a considerable difference between the punching power at 54 at the at the top level, and then at 47. There are weight classes for a reason, so he in there now. So he just gotta show us something in terms of the work rate and the fighter not being afraid to walk forward through a high punches for Sebastian Fundora. That'd be interesting because Danny got a hell of a chin, and I don't even though he ain't fleet of foot, I don't think he'd stand there in the pocket the whole time and fight Fundora like that. And again, like if his power looked like it was there, like just without a doubt, that could be a tricky fight for Fundora. But he's just being so big, man. That might be a tough fight. That's gonna be a tough fight for Danny. He's a big dude, yo. And that you want to be able to hurt Fundora. Like you don't want to be in a fight with that dude where you can't hurt him or you not hurting him and he's just throwing countless amounts of punches. Like you just don't need to be in a situation like that. Then Danny 54 starting to get good, yes sir. Ghost was good with it, my bro. Hopefully more of the younger talents will get their shot soon. That's what I'm saying. I think it's things gonna shake out in these next few fights. So we already know Charlo and Tszyu supposed to be scheduled for January 28th, but I just thought this was a good conversation to have because you got Tony Harrison. He just did an interview with the Boxing Voice, and he was talking about he want to fight Danny Garcia. That's why he was there to shake hands with him, to talk about making a fight, something like that, something along those lines. So he definitely looking, and he said, and I'm an advocate of fighters fighting people who want to fight them, and he definitely said he want to fight whoever want to fight him. So he'd be willing to fight a Fundora or a Tszyu, but he said it seemed like Charlo keep getting all the opportunities. It seemed like it's a lot harder for him to get these opportunities for whatever reason. I mean, I think then he went this, kind of explain like his style maybe in being linky, long, box and move. He got some power, it's a risky fight for people, I guess he's saying. But he's saying he's gonna be patient until then, and he looking to fight the best names possible. It was Gomez versus Danny Garcia is the fight to make. I mean, shit. People show some damn interest in it. I don't see why they can't make it. You know what I'm saying? But it's shit. We gonna have to call for that though, because it ain't. He ain't in the picture. He ain't saying he ain't in the picture, but in terms of that'd be a fight kind of out the woodwork. I mean, if he was a fight, Elvis. Tszyu versus Charlo gonna be a boxing claim from Charlo. Not gonna lie, hey, Fate, man, you might be right, bro. Might be right. Tim is not his father. People gotta realize it. Hell yeah, they gotta realize that, bro. Tim is bum. Tim is limited to me. You get what I'm saying? He's straight up and down. You get what I'm saying? Come forward, fire straight up and down. He got a decent punch. You know what I'm saying? He catch you slipping, he can knock you down or get you out of there if you ain't. Your chin ain't like that, but I think from a boxing ability standpoint, I think he's limited. You know what I'm saying, Tszyu? You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's gonna be difficult for Charlo to figure out, if that's fair to say. I just don't think so. With his style, there's no tricks, no gimmicks. I ain't saying he's not a good fighter. He's solid, but I just think Charlo's the far more, experienced and intelligent fighter in the ring, period. Like, you get what I'm saying? He's more versatile. He can do more. He can box off the back foot. Tszyu can't. You back Tszyu up, he can't box going backwards. Charlo can. He showed you that already. You get what I'm saying? And he showed you the ability to make adjustments, during the fight and win. So, EJ move up. I want to see EJ versus Castano. I wouldn't mind seeing that at all, Fate. That'd be a good ass fight for boxing and for EJ, just moving up at 54 and getting his get back, so to speak. Being that Castano got a win over him in the amateurs, and he's talking slick a little bit. Yeah, I like to see EJ put hands on Castano. He'd break him down. I know he'd break him down. He'd break him down because his style, and with Castano's style, he'd break him down. It'd be like two trains on the same track. They won't have to go looking for each other. And Spencer break him down. I truly think so. He might even get him with the body shots too. But yeah, I've seen the same thing about Conor Benn. His fans don't like hearing that, but he's just trying to live out his father's career. I mean, you know what? I mean, I always respect people's opinions. Maybe that's just how you see it. But for me, to be honest, the reason why I respect Conor Ben, because at first, the early part of his career, like the first part of his career, maybe people could have said like he was trying to be something like his father. You know what I'm saying? Because he was in there. He was super aggressive, overly aggressive. He was like, you know, his feet wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? He was just a wild, young, energetic, young fighter with some strength and some power. And he didn't look very educated at all. He looked very raw and green in there. And I was like, yo, he looked like he trying to be his father in there instead of just finding his own groove and getting better. And since then, he's done exactly that. The dude, to take boxing serious, he's made improvements. Like, he's made drastic improvements. Like, Conor Ben is a lot better than he was. Like, what he got, about 21, 22 fights. The first 10 to 12 was a little bit, you don't know. But after that, he started turning it on. And you can tell that Conor Ben, with the lack of an amateur background, has put the work in. He's pretty much learning on the job. You can tell he take boxing serious and he actually trying to be something. So like, maybe early people could have said that, but as of like now, I feel like he a real fighter. Like, he doing this because you gotta think he don't gotta do this. So he doing it, I think, out of the love of the sport. And I think the fact that the way he puts his work in lets you know he's serious. Dedication, but you should look at him just a prospect and stop comparing him. Yeah, you can't compare him with his pops. Yeah, you just let him put his work in. That's why I always say, comparisons, I get them because I understand them. It's just natural for people to make comparisons. But for me, he should just worry about being the only Conor Ben in boxing, because that should be more than enough. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what he's doing. So just give him a while. Let's see what he got. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how he look against his Eubank and his Eubank fight. 54 is a politics-driven division. Sadly, no shots for Tony. Maybe so, and maybe that's what he talking about, Ghost. But he's saying he just gonna sit patient until then. He a patient dude. So he gonna sit there and he gonna be ready whenever they, you know what I mean. Whenever Al call him and say, "Yo, look, this is what we got," he all for it. But he just gave his thoughts on who he would want to fight. And Danny Garcia was one of the names. He didn't mind fighting at Tszyu, even if Fundora was mentioned. So, you know what I mean, I just think I do think a Danny Garcia and Tony Harrison matchup is very realistic, and it should happen. That's about Ryan Garcia if he can't get the fight with Tank. 154. Hands Mario Barrios or Jose Ramirez. Ryan Garcia. Shit, he go up to 50. He gonna die up there. Hell no, yeah, man. Either of them beating him up. 54. He's Ryan Garcia gonna get his ass cracked. Yeah, he get cracked in my opinion. EJ first fight at 54. That'll be a good one, bro. That'll be a good one. J Way, what's good with it, bro? 40 pounds. I don't know why my comment said 154. Oh, 140. Barrios or Ramirez. Ramirez fuck around, stop Ryan Garcia. If he'll catch him first, because Ryan got some real power. Garcia will whoop Tony. Bro, Garcia ain't losing no more shit. Garcia, which Garcia? Danny Garcia? Nah. I mean, shit, you can feel like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel like you're gonna win the title. I think Tony Harrison outboxed Danny Garcia. Monica, salute, Queen. Appreciate you for stopping through. Frontline was good with it, my bro. Appreciate you for sliding on through. How y'all feeling? Y'all smash that like button for me if y'all haven't. Tony wants to get a shot and move up. I know 60 isn't the fastest route, but it's one of his only routes to any real shots. No one gets getting shots at 54 without the politics backing him. No one. He might be right, or maybe Charlo defend these belts and go up to 60. How he was talking, and maybe his brother finally go to 68, and maybe them belts get, you know what I mean, vacated and thrown into the wind, and maybe we could see some shit shake up there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I get what you're saying. You know, politics and boxing is always a real thing, but I just be trying to be optimistic about this shit instead of like, you know what I mean? 54 is a weak division with limited names and a lack of the best versus the best mindset from the top to the bottom of that top 20. Politics running a division, no talent. You think 54 ain't got talent? I do. I think 54 got some talented fighters, but I just think we tough critics. I think people are very tough critics. You know what I'm saying? I think 54 got some solid talent. Which is why I felt like Jermell, Charlo, undisputed run was impressive because, you know, he beat the people he was supposed to beat. You get what I'm saying? And he'd beat another potential up-and-comer in this division once he dispatched a Tszyu, because I see him tripping him. The Greed Band's gotten better over his last 4 fights. Much improvement, definitely. Even over the last, from the first 12, you know what I mean? That's that. And then from the 13th up, you can see considerable like improvements in Conor Benn. Like you can tell the only way he would have gotten better is if he obviously took boxing serious and put the work in. That's what I see from Conor Benn. I'm not saying no world beater. He still got to show us something, but he at least showed me that he applied himself, put the work in, and he taking this shit serious. I'm not gonna let Spence move up. I feel you. I like Danny Garcia. I think he can be very competitive at 54, but I think he's just gonna run into some big guys up there. And if his power ain't translating, he's not gonna be to outbox everybody, because you know everybody ain't a Jose Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a solid, intro fight for him, like my bro was mentioning. But 54 from here, it gets tougher for Danny Garcia. It don't get no easier. Like if the fights at 54 get tougher from Jose Benavidez all the way on, it's gonna get tougher for Danny. It don't mean he can't win, but it's gonna get tougher. Appreciate you, Monica. Appreciate you, Queen. Garcia ain't get beat badly. Ugas did shit. I mean, you know what? I say, yeah, you can say that, but I will say this: he wasn't in that. Earl wasn't in the type of shape he was for that Ugas fight. He was coming off that car accident, so he wasn't even nowhere near 100%. And he still was able to do a lot of damage. Those belts get vacated and EJ will get 2. Cool. Shit, you know, we cool because Stani will get 2 and they'll fight for undisputed or rival. Hey, man, that sound good, Ghost. That sound good. Go on ahead and let Castaño get them belts. And so EJ get his get back. Appreciate that, Queen Monica. So Charlo lost to Harrison, right? Yeah, he did. I mean, you know, it's debatable. Some people feel like he didn't. Some people feel like he did, but he came back. He avenged that loss, by knockout. No, the issue is second or third generation fighters. Boxing fans expect them to fight like their fathers. The perfect example of that, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Yeah, that. And again, like if it's when you got a father or family that done this and you coming after him, you had a father in boxing. I think naturally you're gonna do some things that's a lot like your father, but I think it naturally, keyword naturally, like if you going out of your way to try to be like somebody, then you're gonna find yourself in some trouble. And I think it starts usually with the fans. Like I always said this, and just to like make a quick point, like I don't think it'd be the fighter so much. It'd be the fans expecting them to be like they fathers, and then maybe at some point if they read enough clippings or hear it enough, maybe they might buy into the hype, you know what I'm saying? And it might affect the way they approach their career. But for the most part, if you're going to come into this boxing game, you better off just being you, man. Being one of one is always going to be better than anything else. With the fights they should have, the matchups that should happen have not happened, never did. It's a 10-year plus history, lack of the best. I get it. Maybe not everybody mix it up, but I say it's been some solid 54 fights. I mean, little mix up. I mean, I just think once people start losing, like, it all depends on who you're talking to. Because I feel like 54 is decent, yo. Matter of fact, I feel like 54 is good, not decent. I feel like they're good. D-Ray, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling, bro? You got a chin, good timing. Yeah, I was speaking about that, J-Way. He definitely got a chin, good timing. It's funny. Tszyu versus Jose Ramirez. Tszyu might get his ass beat by both of them, yo. I'm telling you, I ain't sold on Tszyu at 140 yet either. Rolly or Pitbull Cruz. Man, that'd be a good fight, yo. Rolly get very big, yo. Rolly get real big. He rehydrate a lot, man. I might lean towards Rolly, believe it or not, in that fight. Because it ain't going to be nothing but a dog fight. It ain't going to be no boxing match. And Rolly is the bigger guy. I know Pitbull could crack, but I think Rolly would be a real live dog. And I think I lean towards Rolly. Because he'd be so much bigger than Pitbull Cruz on fight night. Asking you ready for Charlo? Hey, put him in there. Put him in there, J-Way, if he could beat Tony. But that's going to be hard. Duck my boy, even after today. No cap. Tower Inferno, yeah, man. He's a tough task for anybody. Salute to Black Diamond. Appreciate you, Queen. I want to see him fight. And yeah, Christian and Billy. Someone to get the so-called monster. Come on, get the smoke. Yeah, good. You know Ghost. You know how Ghost coming, T. You already know. Broly did good. Yeah, he did good. He did because he tried. And if you talking about like the tank fight, that's why you felt like he did as good as he did do, because that's what happened when you actually get in there and try. You get what I'm saying? You got two hands too. So despite you being, not the better fighter, you still was able to have some very mild success. I use them words carefully, very mild success in there because you actually tried. You know what I'm saying? He actually fought back. He tried. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, simply put, Chavez Jr. wasn't nowhere near as skilled as Chavez Sr. He just work rate big, decent punch. You know what I mean? I think he had good conditioning at one point, but he just is lack of discipline. And I don't think he ever really cared about being great. That's a dude you could say more so lived off his father name than Conor Benn. Conor Benn, way more disciplined. You see the difference? Conor Benn's way more disciplined than that dude. And despite the lack of discipline in Julio and Cesar Chavez Jr., he was able to have a lot of success still in the sport of boxing, despite his lack of discipline. You want to sleep in like 6 tops. Who fighting DeAndre? Your boy and Billy. So T on Ugas sparring and look good, but his dad is a cheerleader. Yeah, man. Yeah. I seen Ugas sparring Shakur too, man. I don't know if you caught that. Bum ass a KO waiting to happen. It might be, yo. I don't think his power transitioned to 40 either. I'm still waiting to see it. And I know people like, well, wow, he got a knockout. The way that looked, I don't know, man. Tank different. Yeah, smarter. He's gonna always be the smarter fighter when it comes to Rolly. You see the T.O. fight Gary Antoine. I wonder how many rounds T.O. lasts, stays conscious in that. Shit, that'd be a good one. I doubt they'd put him anywhere near him. I hope Silva beat him. I really do. I hope Anderson Silva beat him. Chavez Jr. got Jake Silva. Oh yeah, he like 52 or something like that, I think. It's a little bit harsh saying Lopez is a bum. Yeah, now Ghost come different. Ghost don't he don't pull no punches. He a tough critic. That's why you see how Ghost is. Ghost different from me. I ain't a tough critic like it's Ghost is here. House to a bum, which makes him one to me. Pitbull only has one style. I don't know if he been chin checked because he's so short, so they hit his head, but he keeps his gloves up. That's a fact. Yeah. I think Rolly will test his chin though for sure. If you do boxing for 3 years and you're good in the gym, a good coach, other fighters in your gym, you could be good within 3 years. Ricky Williams, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you for stopping through. Good. I got you. I don't consider George a bum. We just didn't know who he was until he beat Lopez at 135. I just think, some people just look at stuff different. For me, I don't like to call fighters bums. You know what I mean? Especially when I'm thinking clearly, I'll just say this is always going to be levels. I feel like George Kambosos he just got one off. He executed that night. It was like the perfect storm. Everything was going wrong for T.O. and damn near everything went right for him. And even with that being said, T.O. still fought to a split decision. So for me, maybe people would see it differently. If they fought 9 more times, I'm picking T.O. the other 9 times to beat Kambosos. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I think he just got one. And that's a prime example of why you got to be mentally, physically, and emotionally in check when you get into that ring. And all of those things was going wrong for Tia. He wasn't right physically, mentally, and emotionally at all. You can see it from the way he approached the fight. So I think Kambosos, he benefited from Tio just being in that situation. Glanton from GA fight tonight too. The dude took a Pacquiao. Oh, Brandon Glanton, I think his name is, right, T? Is he fight on Showtime? Yeah, almost 50. Yeah, man. I hope Silva win though. Loma versus Pitbull. Damn, somebody said they got Pitbull knocking Loma out. I'm trying to see where I seen that at. Damn, somebody really picked. Somebody said they got Pitbull knocking Loma out. Josh say this: don't get caught. Don't get caught. But I think Loma got the skill set to outbox Cruz. it's levels, and I ain't gonna be no victim, no prisoner of the moment. And just because he got some knockouts, he won't be able to do that to Loma. I think Loma would be slipping his shit, and I think Loma might make him look dumb, might make him look bad in there. For those fights, especially the Lee fight, everyone knew he was a solid DC level, never a champion. I always called him a title holder, respectfully. Kambosos to me is just not that good. Ain't he the next GOAT because he from the Bay Area like me? You like Haney? I like Haney. I rock with that. I rock with that. If it was a fluke, yeah. It was just a one-off type of deal. You know what I'm saying? He looked like Floyd too. Sam lying. Nah. He got some mannerisms and he do some things Floyd-esque, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or his mentality to some degree is like Floyd, maybe being defensive minded and things like that. But Floyd was levels above him offensively as a fighter and defensively. Floyd was much more creative as well on both ends of the spectrum. So it was like I get what people saying. They see the schooling. You see some of the things that, you know what I mean? I see it a little bit, but yeah, Floyd just a special one-on-one type of guy. So after you knock out loss, Ryo, his gas tank, consistency through the fight. Oh, number one, before you even get to that gas tank, his defense. Glenn, bet. It's on Showtime, right, T? T.O. Compers at a young age. I don't think he a bum. Nah, I wouldn't call him a bum. He ain't a bum. He just he got big. He read too many news clippings about himself, and he started drinking his own Kool-Aid. In my opinion, that's what T.O. is a victim of that. And then when you got your father blowing your head up even bigger, you get what I'm saying? It's just a recipe for disaster. You know what I'm saying? The title holder is not a champion. Every title holder is not an A, B level fighter. Yeah, sometimes you get to a certain level because you're in the right place at the right time. That couldn't be more right. I've been said that, especially when it comes to titles. That's why I don't put so much stock in titles. I put more stock into level of competition than I do titles, because sometimes people are benefited by being in certain situations at the right time. Like Ghost just said, it's just what it is. There's no slight to nobody. That's just how some shit shape out. So for me, I put more stock into the quality of the fighters who fought rather than the titles. You know what I mean? It's depending on what kind of conversation you're having, but I'm never going to rate titles over quality. He was overrated after that Loma fight. Yeah, he was. Head got way too big. Cruz got them fast hooks. Yeah, but I think he'd be too sloppy. Pitbull is overrated. That's a fact. They're giving him too much. Hey, Crush, I heard somebody say Pitbull Cruz was elite. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that. Somebody said it. Somebody said that to me. It's about my bad. Let me scroll down here, man, to the bottom, y'all. Glad on Showbox or the Zone for the check. I appreciate that, bro. Haney versus Tank. I got Haney, easy work. Shit, you sleeping. You sleeping if you think we will know how good Devin is after he fights his guys his own size at 140 when he actually belongs. I think the fights at 40, respectfully, for Devin Haney, especially if we talking about the top of the division, get a lot tougher for him. And some of those may well even be potential losses. You know what I'm saying? But he's a hell of a fighter, but he ain't beating Tank easy. Nobody ain't beating Tank easy. Only one he beat Tank easy is him. Him beating himself. I ain't saying nobody he can't be beat, but beating him easy, that's another thing. Ruiz or Wilder by decapitation. I mean, I see Wilder stretching Ruiz. I see him being able to keep him at the end of the jab. I see him being able to move when he need to move. You know what I mean? I see him coming in shape, being slender, how he's slender. Andy Ruiz, he got the hand speed advantage. But for him to use that and make that be a factor or effective in the fight, he's gonna have to close the distance. And in doing so, he's going to be met with plenty of resistance, and it might be a right hand coming for him that's going to put his ass out. And he's going to be very cautious, the same way he was against Luis Ortiz. Even though he was winning that fight, or getting knocked down, should I say, he was still very cautious because he was worried about what was coming back at him. Tio Lopez to the Cowboys every year, but living in their own press clippings. You know what? I think Jerry ruins because I'm a Cowboy fan. Jerry's going to continue to ruin that team because he does more than what he needs to do. Just sign the checks and sit up there and clap when we score touchdowns. Literally, that's all they need you to do. They don't need you to do nothing else. Don't make no other type of decisions. None of that. But since he want to be so hands-on, and that I blame him, his money, his team, whatever, but he be causing them problems. You know what I'm saying? He the reason Dallas be losing. a lot of the times feel like it's 50-50 or Wilder got a slight advantage. Yeah, I think Wilder sleep Ruiz. Respectfully, I do. Because I've been peeping. Tank a full load. You dig what I'm saying, Rick? Facts. Pro Box. Appreciate you, T. I'm on that. I'm definitely going to be tuning into that. Haney will be the next Ward. Ward. I'm telling you, Ward's very special. They two completely different fighting styles, though. I'm saying I hope better. I mean, look, the potential is there for sure. The sky's the limit for Devin Haney. Let's not make no mistake about it. But he got some real smoke when he get his ass at 40. I'm telling you, some real smoke still at 35, depending on who you're getting in there with. I'm gonna make Kuz miss falling over like he did in his last match. When he threw a missed, he almost fell. Jumps his shots. Yeah, man. He's sloppy. I just don't like the way he fight at all. 44. Yeah. Deontay still got it, man. I think so. I just can't wait to see him so he could put some of these questions to bed. Get that front office together. Yeah, facts. See what I'm saying? And then you got the top of the top just intervene. His hands isn't too much. You know what I mean? He impact too much of the team, like with his shit. And it just is bad. Look, he loved Jerry Jones. I don't know what's wrong with my girl, but she be tripping. Spencer Crawford. I've got to go with EJ, man. I simply put, without even getting all into it, the great bigger man beats the great little man, or the really good smaller man. However you want to call it, frame it. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like that. Deontay versus Andy. I'm telling you. Or you know what? Ghost? You know who else he built like to me? Andy Ruiz is built like Bermain Stavern. And look, and I ain't even talking about the second fight when he completely disintegrated him. You could go to the first one where he outboxed Stavern for 12 rounds. That he's built like that. He would have to. I see him getting dealt with. I really do. I ain't saying it'd be super easy, but Wilder to deal with Ruiz, in my opinion. I think that'd be the first time y'all see Ruiz actually get knocked out. 140 fight from the division. I'm looking at Matthias and Jose Cepeda. Regis Prograis, Gary Antoine. Right off the bat, to me, it'd be two of the toughest fights for Dad because of styles. You know what I'm saying? Those dudes don't necessarily want to box you. They want to hurt you. So I think, and you got to think, Dev, to me, in my mind, is a high-level skilled boxer. So if you got more of a boxing style, you know what I'm saying, then you're going to allow Dev to do what Dev do. So he got a better chance against a boxer, in my opinion, like a Josh Taylor than somebody with a style like Prograis or Gary Antoine that could just, like, really, like, turn the heat up on you and make it hard for you in there. Prograis, that'd be a rough-ass fight because man, he'd be able to hurt Haney very easily, in my opinion. I just don't see him being able to take a real beating from Prograis. He'll have to box circles around him. He'll have to. I ain't saying he can't do it, but he'll have to. He could do light-skinned dude, Josh Taylor beat for the belt. Josh Taylor. You talking about I think you talking about Ryan Martin. Are you talking about Ryan Martin that Josh Taylor had beat? It's a small man, faster and could catch him. Anything is possible in the sport, but you know how I feel about it. You know, Haney, like, again, he's gonna always do well with other fighters that box because that's what he do. But you don't see him fighting. That's a difference. And a Regis Prograis, he gonna fight him. Gary Antoine, the thing with him, he can box and he can make you fight. And at some point, he's gonna make you fight. And it's like, I just ain't seen him fighting people off him. There might be some rough style matchups for him, real bad, man. Yeah, Iron Mike was special when he was prime and in his right mind and focused. You know what I mean? Starving himself. Yeah, we all gonna see. Prograis special, man. 140 dangerous for Devin. They're gonna make him fight. See what my bro said? See? And you know I trust his boxing brain, but yeah, that's the thing. The boxers are not the ones that I'm so much worried about him fighting. The people that's gonna actually try to box when they at 40, but it's the people that's gonna make him fight. And that's where the problem is gonna come in. I think it's gonna get rough for him in there. Because again, you ain't used to it. You ain't used to nobody being on your ass and welling on you and being able to hit you and hurt you damn near. Regis got a real heavy punch, man. And to be somebody that is coming in there and you small and you might not be able to hurt him, you're gonna be in trouble. That is not the guy that you want to get into the ring with if you can't hurt him, or at least make him respect you. That is not the guy, yo. Regis Progress is not the guy. I'm pretty confident he gonna catch up to you and be able to catch you with something. That dude different, man. Matias, I like Matias, but I'm not completely sold on him. I'm not sold on that dude like everybody else. I think he's good though, but I'd like if Regis fought Matias, I got Regis beating him. You know what I'm saying? I think Regis outdog him. I mean, he have to show me he can outdog Regis. I like Regis Pro Gray. He say he gets beat up, bro. All that, yeah, he gets beat on that 140. It's gonna be rough, man. I'm with you, Crush BC, my bro. What's good with it, bro? Progress right here. Progress, dog, man. Bruce Gas, salute, OG. Appreciate you sliding through. How you feeling? That's why I got Tank. He can box you and squad. Pick your poison. That's what I'm saying. Pick your poison. And while you picking your poison, make sure you pick out your pillow and possibly a mattress too. Get the best one you can find. Because a nap is usually somewhere on the menu with Tank. But he lost to Josh Taylor. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. But that's a kind of loss where you look at that and you just know they was fighting at, they both was operating at a real high level. It just, depending on who you talking to, because I went back and rewatched the fight, so I know my opinion might be different from people. I kind of scored it for Regis. And why I say that, because I felt like I was watching the fight with a clear head. I was listening to the judges, but they wasn't swaying my decision making. Like, and for me, they was talking too much over Regis' work. It was a lot of shit that he was doing in there, and they was talking over it. But whenever Josh Taylor did work, you had them, yelling or getting excited, and then you had the crowd on top of that. So I felt like because of that, I seen a clear-cut bias from the start of the fight. And it led, if you go back and watch that fight, just listen to them commentators talk over Regis Pro Grade work. I ain't making this up. I'm like, it's a clear example of them wanting to, kind of influence the people at home who's watching, like, Josh Taylor is winning this fight. You get what I'm saying? If you could mute that shit, you'd probably have a different opinion on who you thought won. Facts. You can't be pretty, not with everybody anyway, not with them dogs. Because you got to get you got some boxers, then you got them dogs, man. And Regis, like, he said it out his own mouth. He's not coming. I'm glad he said it just like that. I'm not coming to box you. I'm coming to fuck you up. I'm coming to hurt you. Inside the square circle. King Judah, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you sliding through. And I'm with you, man. I got Harrison too. Just a better boxer, better feet, more fluid fighter. You know what I mean? I think he'd be able to smoothly like box and move on Danny Garcia. And as long as he ain't a stationary target, Danny Garcia gonna have issues. He got them slow ass feet. Natural 140 pounder that's under 25. Doesn't have to move up, get adjusted to shit. Respectfully, shit. Everybody at 40, if they moving up to, you talking about moving up to 47 and dominating? Shit, ain't none of them just jumping up at 47 and dominating, especially if you got a fucking Boots Ennis there. It ain't happening. None of them dudes at 40 ain't jumping up to 47 and dominating with Boots there, if that's what you was asking. Kyle, what's good with it, TBS? Salute to the boxing section. What's good with it, bro? And the rematch, Josh Taylor will lose. He lost the first one. If you talking about the Catterall fight, shit, he should have lost that first one. You know what I mean? Should have lost the first one. You got Danny Garcia, bro, just off the fact. Spins better than Harrison. Yeah, you could say Spins better than Harrison, but it's styles. And again, it's not that the gap in skill level is so like wide, but there is one. Tony Harrison, in my mind, is a better boxer than Danny Garcia. So you might not think he better than Spence. And again, it's Tony Harrison is a very good boxer, man. If it wasn't for his chin and his gas tank coming back to hurt him, the dude arguably could be undefeated. And anybody in here, I'm pretty sure, could vouch for that. If it wasn't for this dude chin and gas tank being an issue, and I know those are big key factors, but if those were two things wasn't an issue in his career, Tony Harrison would be arguably undefeated. I'm telling you, or maybe Charlo maybe would have caught up to him, but y'all get what I'm saying? Like the first fight he lost to Willie Nelson, you know what I mean? He was winning damn near every round. in a 10 rounder, I believe it was, and got caught in like the 10th because the gas tank failed him. He got clipped. You know what I'm saying? So and then what was it? What was the other fight he lost like that? Was it? Who else did he gas on? And then I can't think of the name right now. But Harrison could move his ass off, and he looked physically and mentally focused. You know what I'm saying? Danny power doesn't carry up. I said that too, bro. Superbad takes Danny to school, takes his lunch, and puts him on the bus. It is what it is, and that's a fact, bro. Danny lost to Garcia. Everybody wanted Garcia to lose. We're against who? Benavidez. You talking about? Danny gonna see a lot of jabs. Yeah, from Tony. Tony be jabbing the life out of him. Lost to Spence. I mean, oh yeah. Danny lost to Spence. Jop until he lost to Thurman. I mean, that was a hell of a fight too. Depending on how Tony Harrison is doing mentally, he could still be a champion. And you get what I'm saying? And I think his last fight might be an indication that he moving in the right direction. He looked real fluid and smooth. That looked like Tony Harrison in there. That looked like Superbad fighting in there, man. I know I ain't the only one that seen it. He was smooth in there, man. He fought a smart fight. More jabs into the body. He got good defense. When he showed, you know one thing, Danny Garcia threw a lot of body shots against Jose Benavidez in this fight. He landed a lot of body shots. I think that was some of the most body shots I ever seen him land any of his fights. And I've seen a lot of Danny Garcia fights. So, I mean, but again, Tony Harrison will not be a stationary target. That's why Jose Benavidez never really had much of a chance other than knocking Danny out. And that chance was even slim. He a stationary target. He fight one way, and he just not creative offensively or defensively. He just is levels. He's just not that good to me. Yeah, Benavidez 68 going like Ryan, wait on it. Plus his counters. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that dude's smart, yo. I'm telling you. He need to fight. That's his fight light. That's his next fight. Ooh. Let me clarify what I mean when fighters under 25. Can you see Stan? Oh, staying in the division as their natural weight, where they're not fighting or moving up at a lower weight. Shit. A couple of them dudes could stay there. Smaller man, shorter arms. Tony makes Danny look slow while barely getting touched. I like Danny, but Tony's just a better boxer. Yeah, better boxer. Very fluid. Like his style, like I'm telling you, especially on his A game, like you look at his Tony got some good feet, man. That's something that people I don't think talk about a lot. I think that boy could move with the best of them in there. Oh, Benavidez camp got similar issues. All of them make the same exact mistakes. Yeah, lack of defense and overly all offense and when defense is an afterthought, a loss is coming, and that's no hate to no fighter. When defense is an afterthought, you got a loss coming. It's only so far you're gonna go just trying to be all offensive, and then once you start getting touched up, now you're looking at your corner. You know what I mean? Like he's supposed to tell you something, but y'all ain't been working on no damn defense, so y'all both in there get your ass kicked together. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Or well, he can't really tell you what to do, or he can tell you, but because you ain't worked on it, you ain't able to go in there and do it, so you end up getting your ass kicked. That's why I don't like super offensive fighters that, you know what I mean, they'll just, to me, treat defense like an afterthought. You can't do it. Canelo got small arms. But it matters depending on who he fighting, yo. I'll tell you that. Is Garcia last chance? Okay, it might be. Different power and skill set facts, BC. All right, the bigger weight division, can you remember, was very tall, but they had small T-Rex arms. Shit. Tall with short arms? Shit, that almost don't even sound right? I can't think of nobody off the top of my head that fit that bill. That move his head like a Canelo. Nope, he don't. He don't either. He don't. And Garcia, a better boxer, no cap. Do you think than Tony Harrison? It's not the fact that he fought the best in the world, Spence, and feel like he could actually beat him. Yeah, but again, Sire the Ruler was good with it, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. Again, it's styles, bro. It's styles. Like it's again. Let me try to say it this way. The main reason that Danny Garcia would lose to Tony Harrison. It's not that he's not skilled enough to compete with him or beat him. It's just Tony Harrison is just more skilled than him. You know what I'm saying? And then the style, when you look at their styles, like I just think Tony Harrison would be a bad style matchup for Danny Garcia. As long as he's not stationary, and we know Tony Harrison to have some very good feet, and he was able to move and box. Look the way he beat Sergio Garcia. Matter of fact, hold on. I got a clip or two in here from here. I think I do. Tony, nice. And you can see it right there. Beautiful display of boxing. Look at his feet. Look how he move, yo. That dude's smooth in there, man. Hey, that Danny with them 6 toes on that foot and being slow ass feet. Telling you, he'd be a step and a half, 2 steps behind Tony Harrison all night. Yeah, he was doing. Yeah, Garcia doing them foul. Danny's a plotter. Tony smokes his boots, literally. You know what I'm saying? So even though he looked like his energy level was better at 54 to me, and maybe that was just the one fight, or maybe it was just the fighter that he was fighting, but he ain't gonna be smoother than Tony Harrison in there. It's no way. I don't see it. I see him getting jabbed up, and he gonna have to rely heavily on his counter punching because he's not gonna be faster. You get what I'm saying? Hand speed or foot speed. You get what I'm saying? I just think Tony is more intelligent than he is. Tony Harrison, he loses focus during fighting. He get caught sometimes. That's a fact, sorry. He'll lose focus sometimes, fall asleep at the wheel, as I call it. He'd do that, or maybe sometimes his gas tank will fell him. You know what I'm saying? I always speak about that's one of his best attributes, man. For Danny Garcia is his timing. Like I always say, what he lacking speed, he make up for in timing. But you get what I'm saying? When you in there with somebody else that got timing as well, good hand speed, is very intelligent, good foot speed, just move well, box smart. Tony Harrison is a very complete fighter, man. I'm telling you, despite the gas tank, I think he can get past being a little chinny. I think the gas tank hurt him the most. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like he getting, just put down or knocked out by, feather-fisted fighters. You know what I mean? He be taking some real shots in there. And just like T be saying, it's like he'd see the motherfucking punch coming and just hit you or hit him. And he motherfucker be sitting there looking at you. Like you say, like he fall asleep at the wheel. If you keep the energy, I think fighting at that pace, like from an energy standpoint, allows him to be more competitive in these fights. But I don't think that it wins him. I don't think it's enough for him to win the fights. With some of these fighters, again, especially when you talking about a style like Tony Harrison, I think he's gonna box. He's gonna be smooth in there. He's gonna outbox him. He's not gonna try to really probably exchange with him. You know what I'm saying? He just gonna box and move, jab, move, outbox the hell out of him. And Danny better not get careless because he got a little pop behind his punch. Track record at 47, but they're forgetting the fact that guy dominated at 35-40 for most of his career. You talking about Danny? Danny, his run at 40 was real. He was the man at 40 for a while. Gotta see more. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Put it this way: the losses that Danny Garcia got, every loss that he got, I knew he was gonna lose. I don't root against him. The losses he got, I knew he was going to lose. The people he lost to, I knew he was going to lose. He beat Porter to me. You know what? You know why I knew he was going to lose to Porter? because his low punch output. He just don't have a high enough work rate. And had he had a higher work rate, or had he been, he looked very busy against Jose Benavidez. If he was as busy against Sean Porter as he was against Benavidez, maybe we having a different conversation, because that fight was very competitive. But I knew Porter was going to edge it because of the work rate and activity, and that's really why he won that. That's why I got Alicia beating MYKAL. Tony teaching her the game, but Alicia got KO power, man. Easy money on that fight. Yo, I'm telling you, man, from the things I've been hearing, Rick, and I was like going back and forth with it, like, damn, am I going to go with the technical boxer and all this, and now am I going to go with the athletic, you know what I mean, skilled fighter with some power? You know what I mean? And now I'm starting to really feel like Alicia is going to pull it off. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Yeah, facts. Facts are Tony Harrison is underrated. He fell asleep at the wheel against Jared Hurd. That's a fact. He did it with him. It happened in the Charlo fight, and it happened with Willie Nelson as well. It happened with all them dudes. Gas tank and just kind of losing focus for a minute. Breaking news. Yeah, postponed. Yeah, they October 15th, I believe, is the new date that they put out. October 15th. Danny won my bread on the Matisse fight. Them odds was way off. You get what I'm saying? Danny did his thing, and even in that fight, that's a fight people thought he was gonna lose, because he wasn't a favorite in that fight, was he? Because that's why you say he wasn't the favorite. Matisse wasn't it? And Danny got his ass. He got Matisse ass. I got Shiv. She is the GOAT. Yes, she is. You know it. You know it, bro. Yeah, man. Danny was the man at 40. Danny definitely was the man at 40. He was holding it down, but now, you know, he struggled at 47. And again, he lost to some quality fighters. You know what I'm saying? Big Cheesy, what's happening with it, bro? Appreciate you sliding through. Pitbull and Tank 2 is going to be different. Pitbull feels at home now. He's going to take that and bring the fight right at home. Pitbull, to me, bro, is I don't even want to say overrated, but I think that performance he had against Tank, and even though he lost, I think that was a 1-on-1. I don't think he'd be able to repeat that. Honestly, I don't think he'd be able to repeat that at all. And I that's why I don't desire to see the fight. And you're gonna see it's probably Lucas Matisse, man, when he knocked that damn mouthpiece out Danny's mouth, man. I'm like, damn, that's why I knew Danny had a real chin, man. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I think so too. Pitbull gonna mess around and get slept, yo. Is a major underdog in that fight, that 150 and 13500. Damn, I know that was some years ago, Rick, but I'm glad you fucking won that. Damn, man, that's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. It's like they wanted people to win the money that night. Or then again, they try to probably sway people's opinions with that, because there's a lot of people that see that and would have just, you know, people that don't really think or don't really watch the sport enough, that it just probably thought, you know what I mean? For the people that want to play it safe, that went with the, you know what I mean, the favorite, probably, even though it wasn't no damn money in it, and still lost. Last decade, biggest underdog, you know, as a champion. Most of his fights as a champion. Yeah, I mean, he was underrated. He was one of them. He was slept on, I want to say. Because I don't want to say underrated. I want to say he was slept on, and he had to continuously like prove people wrong. Then I think it got to a point where, you know what I mean? Especially, I think it was a little turning point with that Matisse win. I think they stopped questioning him as much. You know what I mean? I think that was like, that win was so solid for people that you just had to respect him. Porter too. Hey man, Porter always knew, and I knew right when they made that fight. I was saying that, said to my brother, we always talk about the fights. I was like, we already know who's gonna win. And Porter is gonna win because he's gonna outwork him. You know what I mean? But if you go back and watch the fight, if you never watched the replay since watching it, you'll see how well Danny did do, and you will see exactly what I'm saying as to why he didn't win. Work rate, just lack of not enough punches being thrown. He was countering the hell out of Porter. He even had Porter like boxing a lot more in spots. So he had his opportunities, but he just don't throw enough punches. He's not busy enough. And another one that I knew was going to lose was Ugas. I knew Ugas was going to lose to Porter. Not because he ain't good enough. I knew he was going to get outworked. I just knew it. They ain't get credit for that knockdown too, that he really did get. I feel like Mikey at 140, or was gone from 140 pounds by the time Mikey Garcia moved up to that division, talking about Danny Garcia. Did you ever find Mikey at 140 pounds? Or was he gone from 140 pounds by the time Mikey Garcia moved up? You talking was Danny and Mikey at 140 at the same time? I know. Nope. Lincoln Rivera was good with it, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. How you feeling? He beat Amir Khan and Morales at 140. Both RKO. Yeah, he did. He did Morales super dirty too. That rematch. AD fought him, so he did him bad. He did him real bad. And with Khan, that was a good fight because I remember how he was talking about that fight. In my opinion, Ugas beat Porter, but that's facts. What you say? You get what I'm saying, Rick? They know they robbed. That knockdown was legit. Just go look at Sean Porter. He tried to like get up and be like, have his shit together, but you can tell that shit was legit than a motherfucker, man. Porter, I mean, he got his ass dropped. That shit was legit. He was so fortunate they didn't get that knockdown to Ugas. Probably would have pumped him up some more than anything. Every fight, Mike Efford, or was he gone from the division by the time Mike can move up? Nah, they wasn't in there at the same time. Mikey and Danny. Danny was long gone. Flossie, my bro, was good with it, Flossie. Appreciate you sliding through. How you feeling, bro? They cheated Ugas in that Porter fight. I was expecting Porter to make an example out of Ugas, but Ugas was putting them paws on Porter. Now, facts, that counter punching, just being sharp and not backing down, that's what he wasn't ready for. Like, I ain't gonna say he wasn't ready, but I think that surprised him, the way Ugas fought him. And remember, it got to a point in that fight where Ugas was like really wanting to fight. So it was crazy to see that he was trying to be the aggressor in spots. And like I said, they had to get that boy that knockdown, man. It'll change some shit. Sean Porter. Like I say, he wasn't no longer Showtime Sean Porter. He did a lot of boxing in that fight too. Yeah, y'all gotta Sean Porter makes shit rough, ugly, you know what I mean, sloppy at times, and you know what I mean, get a little dirty. Some people say if you can force Sean Porter to box you more rounds than fight, and more of the rounds, then you got a better chance of winning. And that's what he was doing in them last, few fights that he had. He became more of a boxer all of a sudden and thought that was gonna work. Porter tried to jump up and down after he got knocked down. Like, Ugas like it did hurt. Yeah, you seen the way he tried to get up. He tried to get up like with his shit together. Nah, bro, we synced it. Facts, Rick. You see what I'm saying? That's why I was like, yo, that when I knew it was a different Sean Porter in there, yo. I'm telling you. I forgot who else had did that to him too, man. Who else had him like that where he looked like he ain't want to engage? I think it was Granados. Didn't he fight Granados too? Granados wanted that smoke. He want to fight. Porter used to headbutt way too much, especially how he did Berto. Yeah, he did. Oh, man, I hated how he did Berto, man. Did my boy Berto dirty, man. Powerhouse him, ragdolled him. It wasn't nothing. One of the funniest fights Sean Porter had was Paulie Malignaggi, though. How he roughhoused him. He ragdolled Sean Porter. I mean, Paulie. That shit was all bad. I'm like, I don't understand why. Why in the hell they put this boy in there with him? My bad, y'all. Yeah, my boy ragged out. He ragged out Paulie and got his ass out of there. Treat him like a damn kid. Yeah, man, he walked through them. He cut through them dudes like a hot knife through butter, especially Paulie. He just mowed him down. Like, he treated him like a kid. Yeah, I'm like, man, that shit was all bad. I'm like, who made this fight anyway? That was the only time I think I felt slightly sorry for Paulie, man. He got battered. Yo, I'm like, yo, he had him laid out. Man, Porter did him bad. Yo, see? Yeah, you felt bad. I'll tell you, that's the only time I think I felt bad for him, yo. I'm like, damn. Like, he stood zero chance. That boy got smashed. How they say it? How the UK fighters, he got smashed to bits. Hell yeah, he got smashed to bits. To fucking bits. He did that man real bad. My bad. I'm sorry. He treated Porter like a Paulie like a stepchild. Worse. He treated like he talked about his mom during the fight or something. And I don't know if y'all, for the people that didn't hear, and that y'all, I don't know if there's any Michael Fox fans out there, but Michael Fox finally got a fight with EGIDIJUS KAVALIAUSKAS. I don't know if you heard about that yet, Rick, but that should be a good fight. It's on the Carlos OCAMPO Fundora undercard. Paulie must have lost the bet without him. You owe Al some bread. Like, yeah, get your ass in there. Get your ass in there. He's like, I don't want your money. You just gotta fight Sean. Fight Sean Porter for us. And get stopped real quick. Fight Sean Porter. Fight Sean Porter real quick and we even. That's what Al told him, yeah. Nah, you don't owe me. Just hold that. Just just fight Sean and we even. We good. Just fight Sean. Paulie probably started wanting to. Paulie probably offered double after that. Yeah, he's like, nah, we good. Let's go ahead and sign the contract. Go ahead and fight Sean. Yeah, man, hell yeah. That's why I was like, I really want to know who was responsible for that matchmaking right there. Like that, to me, I like that shit. That shit was worse than AB fighting Paulie and then fighting Mike Downer after. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, god damn, he could protect himself at all from Sean Porter. Not mauling him, not that style, man. Not that style. And look at the difference. It ain't like Sean Porter. Look how he knocked him out and did him like a kid. And then AB, I was in the Barclays Center when AB fought Malignaggi. That fight was close. It was a good fight, but it was close. And it's not so much skill, it's just styles. Like styles make he couldn't with Paulie's style and where he was at his career, especially getting in there with a Sean Porter, man, that boy was food he was the walking dead from the rip. Worse than Danny Garcia when he fought one dude at 140. That was a mismatch. Oh, nah, I know who you talking about. You talking about Rod Salka. That's who you talking about. Mm-hmm. I know. I already know how you explaining that. Sorry, you talking about where they put with somebody convinced Rod Salka that he could do anything with Danny Garcia. That boy almost died in there. Boy, he had an out-of-body experience that night. Know what the hell he was on. Sean was like, I fight Paulie for free. He whooped him like he broke his PS3. I'm telling you, yo, he whooped him like he took his girl something, man. I'm telling you. Whooped him like he owed him money and all that, man. He took that personal. Maybe he said something about his daddy at the time. Cause he was on Paulie's neck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sire, that was Lightning Rod Salka. Rod Lightning Salka, something like that. Lightning Rod Salka. He beat his ass, boy. Remember Danny clipped him with something good and he beat it on his chest, like, come on. And then Danny caught him with that no-look hook. That might have been one of the last times he caught somebody with that no-look hook, too. Now that I'm thinking about it. But now that he at 54, that no-look hook ain't gonna cut it. That no-look hook gonna get him slapped. I'm telling you, that no-look hook gonna get him beat up. At 40, they not going for that shit. I could assure you they not. I could assure you they not going for that shit. I mean, at 54, I'm saying 140. At 54, Rod Salka almost got his damn neck. Yeah, I'm telling you, he had an out-of-body experience. There's make no mistake about it. I'm not even joking when I say that. That boy's seen his maker for a minute. I'm telling you, Rick, he's seen his maker for a minute. Boy, life flashed before he seen every color there was to see when you out. I'm telling you. That boy, I don't know what possessed him to get in there with Danny Garcia, bro. That's what it's that mismatch. That was a mismatch skillfully and from a power standpoint. Like he stood zero chance, yeah. Zero chance. I just can't believe he beat it on his chest like that and got slept and got punched into the outer limits. That motherfucker was in the twilight zone somewhere. Damn near died. I'm telling you, came back. Yeah, Rod. I don't know what Rod did to deserve that, bro. I don't know what he did and who he pissed off, but it ain't fair too well for him. He got slid. I'm glad I seen what time it was. I would have forgot. Yeah, I thought Danny Garcia killed that dude. No joke. Yeah, that was that knockout. That's the kind of knockout like you can't even celebrate when you done. You got to just make sure he alive first. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like Amir Khan when he got knocked out by Canelo. Oh my God, yo! I'm like, yo. I swear, I felt that. I felt at least some aftershock or something when Canelo hit Amir Khan with that punch. Slipping and dipping was good, bro. Was good with you. Appreciate you for sliding through. Yeah, man. We was in here chopping it up. You know, I just like the conversation. I'm all about the conversation. I always say it's not wrong with breaking news, but after you break the news is what? It's the conversation. So over here, I'm all about the conversation. And I just seen something that was worth bringing up because Tony Harrison said he willing to fight Danny. You know what I'm saying? And I like to see if Danny responded. I think that'd be a good fight for him, especially if he talking about competing at the top. You know what I'm saying? But I think it'd be a rough fight for him because Tony gonna outbox his ass. Yeah, remember that show, The Outer Limits? That's where the fuck he punched him to, the sunken place. Shadow Realm, all that shit. That's where he went. He made him rethink his profession. Yeah, I'm telling you. Diaz, I don't know what the fuck. It's like that bravado. That remember he was like the Danny, and Danny was like, all right, back. Boom. Damn, I wish I had that. I wish I had that damn knockout in the clip. I should go find it before I jump off here. Canelo knocked out Kirkland. Oh man, I was like, oh shit, yeah, that was that. The only thing you could think of is that I want to see a dead body because damn, he had a little mild success. Remember, he had Canelo up on the ropes. It was looking good for a quick second. Looked like Canelo was a little uncomfortable at first. I know y'all remember early. He had him a little uncomfortable real quick, man. That shit changed fast. Canelo adjusted to that shit and smashed him, yo. I'm like, God damn, yo. Why Canelo? And Canelo, man. He had the nail bomb and shit. He's praying for that boy. He had to pray for him. That's how you know it was bad. I'm telling you. I see my family get knocked out like that. I'm gonna say, yo, it's probably in your best interest that you don't fight no more. Just don't fight no more. Please don't fight no more. Don't put yourself through that. The internet is crazy, bro. My bad, y'all. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that clip up real quick, though. I damn sure got it. Yeah, Kirkland had some success early, but then it changed real quick. Yeah, it changed to a life-threatening situation. That shit went from mild success to life-threatening situation. They had to use that shit to get him up. Went in that fight without Ann Wolf. Boy, boxers could be too tough for their own good. Like Lubin, Lubin was a victim of that night. Being too tough for his own good. He just should have realized that he really didn't have nothing to prove to nobody by standing in the pocket, taking that much punishment. That's why that's why I got bad for him like that in there. And then people started with the loaded glove shit, and I'm like, nah, before you go there, don't do that to Fundora. Don't put that smut on him. But I said you just got to consider this style of fight that Lubin fought. That's why he took that type of punishment. His face was messed up like that. And, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. So much potential and skill, yo. So much. I remember before he took a loss, the way he was styling on people, the way Lubin was beating people up, that shit was special, y'all. I'm telling you, Lubin was kicking some ass, bro. For real. Getting low on people, knocking people out. He was doing a lot. I hope Lubin get his just due. Yeah, he will. You gotta give him his credit. He fought like a soldier. He look nice and held up. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get back at it. Watch, he gonna get back to it. He gonna be out, especially if his punch resistance and nothing ain't compromised and nothing like that from that that shellacking that he took. He'd be all right. DP Rocker was good with it, Brody, bro. Lubin should have listened to his corner. He would have beat Fundora. Facts. He should have boxed more. He should have made Lubin. He should have made Fundora work. You know what I mean? And exploited his lack of ability to box at a distance. You know what I'm saying? He struggled at boxing at range, and you would think somebody with that height and reach would be a beast from range, but no, he's not one of them. And if Lubin would have mixed it up more instead of standing in there just exchanging, we would have a different conversation. DP was good with Ashley's corner. Salute, Queen. Appreciate you for stopping through. I got Tony Pepper and Danny face up. Facts. You know it, Ash. I got KJ was good with it, my bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. I was just finishing up in here, chopping it up about Danny Garcia potentially. I hope he responded to Tony Harris and he actually won the fight. If you evaluate correctly, he lost to two very special fighters, and that is a fact. Yes, he did, and that is a fact.
Unloading. So you can directly see Willis making a face like he wants to stop this, and he may be very close to doing so. But Saka showing his grip, and Hart gets rocked with that left hook. Saka down, and it's over. Destroyed. Unloading. So you can directly see Willis making a face like he wants to stop this, and he may be very close to doing so. But Saka showing his grip, and Hart gets rocked with that left hook. Saka down, and it's over.
That towel being thrown in. That towel got it. The towel flying in like that. Jay Smith was good, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. That towel flying in got it, bro. I'm telling you, yo. That boy, man. That boy crazy. I don't know why did he do that? What did he think that he took or hit Danny with that made him want to pump his chest like that? Like he beat on his chest like he was King Kong or something and he was seconds away from death.
Unloading. So you can directly see Willis making a face like he wants to stop this, and he may be very close to doing so. But Saka showing his grip, and Hart gets rocked with that left hook. Saka down, and it's over.
The towel looked big as hell. They threw a beach towel in there. They wanted to make sure you seen it. They like, man, I know y'all see this towel, man. Get him up out of there. That's Rod Sulka. Remember Rod Sulka, Ash? A little dude that he brought up and pulverized him. I don't know who asked for that fight, but that was crazy. Tony in a close decision over DSG because both of them could box off the back foot. They're not going to really press the action. I hear you. I think Tony would box to a unanimous decision, though. I really do, unless he get clipped. You know what I'm saying? And he get dropped or something. But because I don't really think Danny Garcia power transitioned up to 54 with him, but it remains to be seen. I think Tony would be able to box smoothly around him too. It'd be competitive, but I think he'd win convincingly through that tile in after his soul left his body. In fact, he hit that dude, that kind of ultra combo. I'm telling you, Rick, he a man. Damn, I'm like, why would you ever? Man, the only thing I would have asked him was, what was on your mind when you punched that boy with that, yo? So yeah, they brought Salk up from 35, yeah. Yeah, they threw a beach towel in their ass. They wanted to make sure. They was like, ain't no way y'all don't see this shit, man. But it was a little late for that. Y'all was like, that's what make it funny. That was a dead body at that point, y'all. Like, threw the towel in. Like, whoever threw that towel in should have got their ass slapped. If I was Rod Salk out there, I've seen the tape of myself having a near-death experience recorded for everybody to see. I would have slapped the dude that threw the towel in, because I'd have been like, boy, what did you think? I was already dead by then. He was already out of there. You gonna throw the towel in? That was all for now. That was for sure. That boy, you ain't saved his life. The ref did, man. Damn, that boy was unconscious before he even hit the ground. You gonna throw the towel in? It's over. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The ref was not gonna give him time to continue. Don't even worry. It was gonna be waved off immediately anyway. He's just gonna throw that big ass beach towel in there, like. I'm like, yo, what? Your man almost died in there. Where was you at earlier in there? Beating his fist. I don't know who asked for that damn fight, y'all. But he almost died in there, man. Oh, man. But yeah, man. Just to wrap up, man. Yeah, man. It was for sure. I'm telling you, it was for sure, Ash. It was for sure. But just to wrap up, because I gotta go get baby due from school. Yeah, school started. So back interrupt. That's why I wanted to come do this a little early. I might do something again later. Like I said, it's still real early. So I might double up today, like y'all know I'll be doing with these lives. So just to wrap up, yeah. I hope Danny Garcia responded to Tony Harrison saying he want to fight him. And shit. You know, who knows how long Charlo gonna stick around at 54, but I don't even think like if Harrison keep winning and Charlo get past Tszyu, which I believe he will, if he still stick around, shit, I wouldn't even be totally against a trilogy with them two, with Tony Harrison and Jermell Charlo. But I ain't saying I gotta see that, but I still think it'd be a good fight simply because the first two fights was good. And if Tony Harrison's showing that he could keep winning and Charlo stick around, at some point he's gonna earn a title shot. So that's just something to think about. But nonetheless, I would like to see Danny Garcia step in there with Tony Harrison. I think it'd be a good fight for him coming, you know what I mean, after testing himself against Jose Benavidez. But I think it'd be a tough fight in which I would see Harrison winning on points and outboxing Danny. You know, he got to be thankful he busted with a hell of a chin. So I see him going the distance, but I don't see him winning. And for y'all, like I said, the Michael Fox supporters, I rock with Michael Fox. He fighting EGIDIJUS KAVALIAUSKAS on October 8th, which is the Carlos OCAMPO and, you know, Sebastian Fundora card. So they're going to get it on. Danny is not going to answer Tony. He probably not. But yeah, man, that's a good fight for Michael Fox. And win, lose, or draw, I'm rocking with him. I'm picking him to beat KAVALIAUSKAS. I don't care nothing about KAVALIAUSKAS. I rock with Michael Fox. And that's all I got. I'm not going to keep y'all. I got to go grab baby Duke. Appreciate every last one of y'all in the building. Salute to my whole TWT family. Salute to the chat fam as well. Y'all smash that like button on your way out. If y'all haven't, appreciate all y'all. To the next one, I'm out. Peace.